Hello, my dear students. I welcome you all to the ScienceNest YouTube channel. Today, in this video, I am going to explain you Northwestern Province 2018 third term test grade 9. First, we will move to the first part of the paper, MCQ. The part of the human ear which is responsible for the sense of hearing is answer number 3, cochlea. Pupil and iris are the parts of the eyes, and semicircular tubes are responsible for the balance of the body. So answer number 3 is the correct answer. Number 2, the chamber A represented in the longitudinal section of the heart is answer number 4, right ventricle. The upper chambers are atria and the lower chambers are ventricles. So this part is the right ventricle. What is the standard unit of force? Answer number 1, Newton, because Newton is using when we want to measure the force. Pascal is using when we want to measure the pressure. Joules is using when we want to measure the energy. Kilograms is for mass. Question number 4, the auxin, which is a plant growth substance. Answer number 1, control the elongation of cells in stem and root. Number 2, control the production of fruits in plants, responsible by IAA and IBA plant growth substances because they help to grow fruits quickly. Increase the speed of germination of seeds. The hormone is cytokinase and promotes off-season fruits by cytocell because it helps to get mango fruits in the off-seasons. Question number 5. The elements sodium and copper, when indicated in standard symbols, are given. Answer number 1, sodium is Na, copper, not answer number 1, answer number 2, sodium is Na, copper is Cu. K means potassium, S is sulfur. Sixth question, the scale of particles which are studied under the nanotechnology is answer number 3, in between 1 nanometers and 100 nanometers. Seventh question, which of the following affect the tsunami conditions? Answer number 1, the earthquakes in seabeds. Volcanic eruptions on the earth is not affecting. Falling meteors into the deserts is not affecting. If the falling meteors into sea, it is affecting to the tsunami, but here it has given as deserts, so it is not an answer for the question. The cyclones caused by pressure depressions also not affecting. Answer number 1. 8. The action which doesn't harm the biodiversity is answer number 3, reforestation. Reforestation means planting trees. It is not harming to the biodiversity. Construction of highways, building of industries, increasing the use of hybrid vehicles are harming to the biodiversity. What is the correct statement regarding the evolution process? The evolution has completed up to now is wrong. It is still continuing. Fossils give important evidences for evolution is correct. Answer number 3. The way that the evolution has happened can be tested experimentally is wrong. Scientists have introduced the evolution as a process resulted by biodiversity also wrong. Answer number 2 is the correct answer here. Question number 10. Two characteristic features of gems are answer number 1, hardness and high refractive index. That is the answer given, the correct answer here. In second one, the wrong thing is not resistant to worn out. The gems are resistant to worn out, so it is wrong. In third one, the wrong thing is expensiveness. It is not a characteristic feature of gems. Next one, a mineral which is able to obtain naturally is not a characteristic feature of gem. 11. Select the answer which contains correct plant movement and relevant example. Answer number 1, photonastic movement. Nastic movements are not related with the direction of the stimuli. So, example, blooming of flowers with the sunrise is correct. Positive phototropism, that movement should be happen towards the sunlight. So growth of root towards sunlight is wrong because always roots are growing towards the earth. Number 3, nictinastic movement, shrinking of mimosa leaves when touched is wrong. Answer 4, positive geotropism, drawing the tip of plant away from gravity is also wrong. Positive geotropism means towards the earth. For nictinastic movements, we can take shrinking or sleeping of leaves of Pathurumurunga, mimosa or nelly leaves when dark falls. It is happening due to the sunlight. That means when the dark falls, these things are sleeping without the effect of the direction. 12th question. 3 statements expressed by 3 students regarding the microorganisms are given below. A. Cannot observe through naked eye when taken individually. B. Unicellular organisms. C. Include multicellular organisms as well. All these 3 are correct. Answer number 4. 13. The diagram shows 4 setup used to identify electrolytes and non-electrolytes. Electrolytes are the solutions which can conduct electricity, and the non-electrolytes are the solutions which cannot conduct electricity. From these 4 solutions, only salt solution and acidulated water can conduct electricity because both of them contain free ions to conduct electricity. So B and D, answer number 4. 14. 3000 Newton weighted object has kept on a surface. The surface area of it is 2 square meters. What is the pressure exerted by the object on the surface? You know, pressure equal force divide area. Here the force has given as 3000. It should divide by 2. Answer number 2. 15. In a student activity, a thin beam of light was projected to a prism and the path of light beam after refraction was drawn correctly. What would be the correct diagram drawn by the student? Answer number 3 is the correct diagram. The diagram shows 2 situations where pushing the substances with equal weights using the same wheelbarrows on the inclined wooden plank. In A, you can see the inclination is higher than the B. So we have to give more force to take the A wheelbarrow up than B. So answer number 1, force applied in A situation is high and B situation is low. 17. In an experiment done by a student, a hydrometer was made by using a straw and some amount of clay and immersed in water, kerosene oil and seawater. The statements of 4 students regarding the amount of immersed in liquids before the experiment are given below. A. It sinks more in kerosene. B. It sinks less in water. It sinks less in seawater. And D. It sinks more in seawater. From these 4, correct answers are A and C because from these 3 solutions, kerosene oil has the less density and the seawater has the highest density. So it sinks more in kerosene oil because of the less density and it sinks less in seawater because of high density. A and C correct. Answer number 2. 18. Following are some statements introduced by students regarding the building of a house using green concept. A. Decrease the artificial materials and increase the amount of wood. It is not a concept in green concept. B. Develop the methods to obtain natural sunlight is correct. C. Increase the amount of ventilation holes ensuring the protection. It is correct. And fixing solar panels to the roof to obtain power. It also correct. So B, C and D only correct here. Answer number 4. 19. Followings are 4 facts presented by a student as methods to prevent the decaying of timber. A. Prevent the entering of moisture into timber. It is correct. B. Seasoning timber correct. Usage of wood preservatives correct. D is wrong. Scratch the fungus which grows on timber is wrong. So A, B and C are the correct answers, but the correct answer has not given in the answer part. A, B, C, all those 3 are correct. 20. Select the correct statement regarding lightning. First one, harm cannot be prevented since it is a natural disaster. It is wrong. Number 2, can minimize the harmful effects to the lives and properties by following protective measures is correct. When staying outside during lightning can protect by lying down on the ground, it is not correct. When touching a person affected by lightning should follow protective measures. When touching a person affected by lightning should follow protective measures is wrong, because after affecting by the lightning, inside that person there is no any current, so we should not follow any protective measure to touch him or her. Now we will move to the part 2 of the paper. First question. Following are the steps of an activity done by a student to investigate the reflection and refraction of light. According to that, this is the picture she or he has drawn. Supply the following information using the letters given in the diagram. Use 2 letters to indicate a ray. We see incident ray. Here the incident ray is A and O. So you have to write it here as AO. From A to O, it is the incident ray. Reflected ray is OQ. And refracted ray has gone to the next medium by bending. It is OP. If the angle formed by AO to the plane mirror when kept on XY line is 60, that means this angle is 60. And find the value of incident angle and reflected angle. Incident angle can be found by subtracting the 60 from 90, because this angle is 90, because we are drawing the normal line perpendicular to the surface. So this angle is 90 degrees. So to take this incident angle, we have to subtract 60 from 90, and incident angle and these reflected angles both are same according to the rules in the reflection, laws in the reflection. We will see the answers for these. Problem number 2, after subtracting 60 from 90, answer is 30. So for the incident angle and for the refracted angle, you had to write the answer as 30. 90 subtract 60 equals 30. Write 2 laws of reflection. You had to write the 2 reflection laws. I'll write them here. Incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal at the point of incidence lie on the same plane. Next one, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. These are the 2 reflection laws. Next question. Incident indicate 2 types of reflection when a plane mirror and a white paper were placed on XY line and parallel beam of light was projected. There are 2 types of reflection. That one is regular reflection. The other one is diffuse reflection. Regular reflection and diffuse reflection. Next one. Write 2 features of the image formed when you observe yourself through a plane mirror. You have to write the image of the features of the image of the plane mirror. You can write equal in size. Other one, you can take upright. Another two are laterally inverted, and also object distance and the image distance is equal. Next one, light and sound are subjected to reflection. Echo and reverberation are due to reflection of sound. What is the incident caused by reflection of sound when an obstacle is placed at 20 meters distance? That is echo. Write two examples for incidents where echo is made useful by human. You have to write to find the depth of the ocean. To find the depth of the ocean. And another one is in ultrasound scanning. Next one, write two methods to prevent reverberation. You can write making the walls rough, making the walls rough. Another one, making the ceiling porous. Let's move to question number 2. The methods used to make the work easy are known as simple machines. The P and Q diagrams indicate the instances of using the simple machines or levers. Indicate the parts A, B, C in the Q-type lever. You have to write the parts here. A part is effort. B part is load, and C part is the fulcrum. Indicate whether the use of Q is easy when the place of applying force is more towards C or away from C. Move away from C is the answer, then it is very easy to do the work. Move away from C. Question number 3. Name the types of levers indicated by P and Q. P means the wheelbarrow. So, wheelbarrow is a second order lever because in that the load is in between the fulcrum and effort. P, second order lever. And Q. In Q, you can see fulcrum is in between the load and effort. Fulcrum is in between the load and effort, so it is a first order lever. Next one, name the type of simple machine not belong to the lever indicated in the diagram P. It is inclined plane. Now we will move to the B part of the question. Nanotechnology is considered as the fifth industrial revolution. There are many natural incidents based on nanotechnology. How many parts of a meter is considered as nanometers? You have to write the answer 1 billionth. The water drops will not retain when put on a umbrella or lotus leaf. How this incident is defined? We call it as lotus effect. Name a product manufactured using the property of not returning water on a surface. Answer is nanopaints. Name the nanotype materials which absorb harmful materials in water and purify the water. Answer is active carbon. Now we will move to question number 3. According to the scientific data collected, there is a trend to occur certain natural disasters in the recent history. Name the natural disaster according to the following information. Occur due to the pressure depression in the atmosphere, it is cyclone. And a trend to occur close to the tectonic plates is earthquakes due to the movements of the tectonic plates. Majority accept that the reason of natural disaster is global warming. Name a factor responsible for global warming. Increasing the concentration of greenhouse gases is the reason. Increasing the write a step to minimize global warming. You can write reforestation. It's very simple answer here. Because when we are growing plants, the plants can absorb more carbon dioxide, which is considering as a greenhouse gas. So the environmental temperature is decreasing due to the reforestation. You can take another answers like use public transportation instead of private vehicles, consume more plant food and obtain them from areas close to the residents, and save electricity. Use electric equipments, consume less electricity, and decrease the amount of materials consumed daily. Those answers also correct for this one. Next question. Lightning threat is also a natural disaster. Name 3 types of lightning based on the method of discharging the charges in clouds. You have to write the 3 types: cloud-to-cloud lightning, cloud-to-cloud lightning, cloud-to-air lightning, and cloud-to-ground lightning. What is the reason for the occurrence of thunder with a huge sound during lightning? You have to explain the reason for lightning here, thunder here. Sudden expansion of air. Sudden expansion of air due to the heat of lightning bolt. Next question. What is the method used to prevent the damage to tall buildings caused by lightning? Fix lightning conductors. When you are staying at home during lightning, write the action which should be done and which should not be done to prevent accidents. Should be done. You can write one thing to this. Disconnect all electric equipments from plug sockets. And should not. Stay open areas like playgrounds. Should and should not. Now we will move to the 4th question. There are unicellular, multicellular, living and non-living groups among microorganisms. According to the characteristics, the microorganisms can be grouped. Following are some diagrams of microorganisms. Chlamydomonas, HIV, amoeba, and yeast can be seen. Name the groups of microorganisms indicated as P, Q, R, and S. You have to write the group. Chlamydomonas is a type of algae. HIV is type of virus. Amoeba is type of protozoa. Yeast also a type of fungi. Write the letter of the organism relevant to the following information. Multiply only in living cells, no cellular organization. The letter Q, HIV, all the viruses are showing this feature. Used for bakery products, it is yeast. S should write here. Name 2 harmful effects of microorganisms. Spoilage of food. And another one, cause diseases. Next question. Name a method of using microorganisms productively in following fields. In medical field, we can write production of antibiotics. And in agricultural field, you can write using gene technology. Eyes gives the sense of vision. Although eye defects cause weakness of the vision, can be cured and obtain a clear vision by using lenses. The diagram shows how light enters into the eye due to a certain disease. Let's see the Roman number 1. What is the name of the above eye defect? Answer is, you can see the nearby objects cannot be seen properly, so the disease is long sight. And which type of lens are used in the spectacles to cure this above defect? That is convex lens. We are using convex lens to cure this disease. Draw the diagram to show how the above defect is corrected using the above lens. I'll show you the picture how to correct this disease. This is how to correct the long sight. When you are wearing a convex lens, convex meniscus lens like this, then the light rays are focusing onto the retina to see the object clearly. Question number 5. A student had supplied following things for an activity. Indicate whether homogeneous mixture or heterogeneous mixture is obtained when the substances are mixed in the following forms. When we are mixing the salt and kerosene oil, they are not mixing properly. So the mixture forming here is heterogeneous mixture. In B, kerosene oil and petrol, they can mix well and we cannot separately identify them after mixing. So it is a homogeneous mixture. Write the steps of the method used to separate salt and sand from a mixture containing salt and sand. The method is known as evaporation. The method is evaporation. And we will write the steps like this. I'll write the steps for the method. Dissolve the mixture in water. Filter it and dry the residue. Next one. Evaporate the remaining solution. to obtain salt. Now B part. P and Q diagrams show how atoms are connected in two molecules. Write the names of P and Q compounds. P, in the P you can see there's one O and two hydrogens, that is H2O, or we are telling it as water. And Q, P is water and Q is CO2, means carbon dioxide. Indicate the P and Q compounds using formula. P formula is H2O. You have to write 2 below H, H2O, and Q is CO2. Name two elements which are present in copper sulfate but not present in P and Q compounds. You know copper sulfate compound, copper, sulfur and oxygen. So you have to write not present in P and Q. So you can write copper. Oxygen should not write because it is present in both H2O and CO2. S can write. O is a natural element. If the number of electrons and neutrons are 8, what is the atomic number? You know the atomic number is equal to the number of protons, and number of protons and number of electrons are same in the elements, so we can take 8 as the atomic number. Mass number means the sum of the protons and the neutrons. Now you know there are 8 protons and also 8 neutrons, so by adding both together we can take the mass number as 16. Now we will move to the last question. Following is a setup used to electrolyze acidulated water. Identify anode and cathode and indicate with symbols. Here the positive electrode is P and negative electrode is Q. Positive electrode is P and negative electrode is Q. Don't think of the word anode and cathode. We will name them as positive electrode and negative electrode. Name the gases collected in P and Q test tubes respectively. In P test tube, the gas collecting is oxygen. In Q test tube, the gas collecting is hydrogen. Less amount of oxygen in the positive electrode and high amount of hydrogen is collecting in negative electrode. That is how you can remember those things. Roman number 3, explain in brief how P and Q gases are identified. You have to write both separately for P and Q. Making the flame again when introducing. Making the flame again when introducing. A glowing splint. Q, that is hydrogen, giving a pop sound when introducing a flame. If acidulated water is replaced by copper sulfate solution, write the observation at A and B electrodes. That is emit gas bubbles at the electrode A. Next one. Immersed part of B electrode turns reddish brown. Now B part. Although human blood is seen as a red-colored fluid, it contains both solid and liquid components. Solid component is known as corpuscles, but is the name of the liquid component of blood, that is blood plasma. What is the corpuscle which transport oxygen through the body? That is red blood cells. Name the corpuscle which perform the protective action in human body, that is white blood cell, by phagocytosis and by producing antibodies. This is the end of today's video. Thank you for watching and subscribe the channel to watch more videos like this.